what we're looking at is what makes the ACE program, when it works well for clients. Yeah. What makes it work?
I mean, I think our approach really makes it work. I think it works for a few reasons. The biggest reason, number one, well, two reasons. Big is the type of workers we hire, that they're able to connect with our clients and the parents. I think we have a lot of case managers who are naturals at working with kids and parents. They get it. Where the long-term approach really works. And not just hammering the typical treatment things that case managers do. Right. You're not sitting at a desk filling out forms, calling your client, seeing them once a year. It's the total opposite of that. You're actually with your client in school. You're with your client in the community. You're with your client at home, in court, wherever they go. So that level of engagement really helps. And the part that I like is that the funnest part, in my opinion, is that we're not just focusing on treatment issues. I mean, a lot of our kids need to be stabilized. And if we were to just focus on stabilization issues, I really feel like we're not treating the whole issue, or the whole, the dilemma, so to speak. So when you look at wraparound services, it's like, that's what's great is we're going to address the stabilization, whether it be the mental health piece or school behavior, self-regulation, but we're going to go to another dimension and look at healthy development. And we're going to connect that kid to the community. We're going to connect them, whether it's to a karate instructor or to somebody at the library or to some sports team, or maybe it's just connecting them to art and putting them in some art classes, anything like that. But we connect them to healthy development stuff, and then we additionally do it with them. So like last week before the new year, we had a craft fair here, or craft day, but they made gingerbread houses. Wow. And then that was the week before Christmas. Last week before New Year's, they went to that new Princess and the Frog movie, and they all had lunch at Culver's. Wow. And kids were in here on the internet. But it's that group, you know, outing, that time with your case manager that you get one-on-one as a, or as a group that really matters. So, and the kids are able to connect more, you know. So one of my favorite things to do was just find whatever that kid is really interested in and then go do it with them. So if it's playing catch, it's playing catch. You know, I've taken kids to skateboard parks. I've taken kids to Timberwolves games. I've taken girls to the mall, unfortunately. I mean, whatever it is. You know? So we try and find that niche, and then continue that relationship with them. So.
Do you ever see kids do well when the parents don't cooperate?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is like that case I told you about in the past, so many of our parents are secretive. They're used to the system being in their lives. Mostly, I mean, I would say like 95% of our cases, except for parents who are chemically dependent and severely mentally ill, most of our cases, 95%, the parents get what we do and then utilize us. And therefore there's good cooperation. But sometimes there's not. And, you know, we see cases where the kid is really starving for some attention, for some real connection to somebody, and the parents aren't willing to allow that to happen. And that's difficult. So, you know, the answer is yes, when the parents don't cooperate, but they let us work with their kids, we can get a lot of stuff done still. Even if mental health is not always being addressed, we can still move towards that. But then when the part that really stymies us or hinders our progress is when the parent's not cooperating and then they don't grant us access to their child. Then we don't get stuff done.
And plus, when I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. I had a couple athletes come and speak to their class. I'm like, hey, you keep up the good work. You show me that you're capable of doing something for a week. You know, I didn't say for a whole semester or nothing, but just a week. Or even a couple days. You know, let's start off with a couple days and we move on to a week, and then we can continue that little, you know, momentum. But You know, eventually he earned where I was able to ask a couple athletes, actually from your old college here, the U, to come and speak to their class, and man, he just glowed. He glowed, and I think that was the defining moment where he kind of said to himself, "Hey, Johnny's serious. I like his style, so I'm gonna do what I can to meet him halfway." And ever since then, I mean, he's been nothing but A-okay. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's perfect. He still has blemishes, but he has done a complete 180 in regards of blowing up and cussing at the teachers and hitting staff. I mean, he complete turnaround. And I think that has all to do with not only me, but just the supporting cast at the school, as well as his parents. And I think it's all just adding up where it's all workable, you know, like it used to be when I was younger. You know, the teachers and the parents had a great relationship. The teachers and the parents had it where if the teacher said that this child did something, the parents believed them. Because it was just that type of relationship.
Right.
And the teachers held us accountable, and plus they weren't afraid of us.
Right.
I mean, and the parents backed them up. We don't have that these days, but I can see certain teachers bringing that flow back in, and I can see some of the parents kind of bringing that flow back in. So when that works together, plus with the outside resources, I mean, it's great.